What's going on, everybody? Average Arcader here, and welcome back to another base review. Today we're looking at Ultimate Superhero Base by Dodo Studios. Dodo Studios is another one of those I feel kind of is right up there with Razzleberries. They make a variety of maps, but they make a lot of base maps and custom spawns, and they're really good at it. I've loved a lot of Dodo Studios maps. They normally make sure with the base ones that you have everything you need to do a good, clean survival run. This one's set up really good. Before we get started, huge shout out to my channel members: Elijah, M4 Penguin, Andrea, Easty Beastie Boys, and Blockster. You guys are awesome. Also, make sure to leave a comment, a relevant comment to every video I do this month. At the end of the month, coming up here soon, I will announce the two winners. The members automatically get entries into these giveaways, but they can get more by leaving comments. So if you want to think about becoming a member, that's one of the perks. But if you're a subscriber, just make sure to leave a comment and you get an entry. Every comment is an entry. Members get access to a $30 Amazon gift card giveaway, as well as a $20 one that subscribers get access to. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is the Ultimate Superhero Base. There's a lot going on in this one, so it may be a little bit longer than normal because there's a lot to see. It's a decent sized base. Normally, I would say, and yes, those cameras do work. You can't record, but you can, within the base, look out through all of the different ones throughout the base and outside the base. I'm waiting for one of these add-ons to add the ability to record with those, because that would be really awesome. And then add the ability to add... I think one of the biggest things a lot of these add-ons are missing is the ability to add to your own survival worlds. Everything kind of has to be normally used in the custom world, and I know a little bit why. It is pretty complicated to make that so that it'll work in a survival world, but I think that's the next big thing that we need to be working on, being able to add these add-ons to our own custom worlds that we already have started. Some things you can, but other things like big behavioral packs is a little bit more complicated. But I know there are some studios working on it. Okay, so we have access to cars right off the back, all over. There's even some outside, which I'll show you later. These laser things are pretty cool too. Literally, all that we went through is just a precaution, just in case mobs got in. Played around on survival with this for a little bit, and I didn't have any mob spawn inside the base, even though it's big. It's real set up and real lit, so we're pretty good. Yes, all the furniture is actually usable. You can actually sit and whatnot on it, which I thought was pretty cool. So you've got a... Normally I would complain about access, but right here is one of the main functions of the base. All the main stuff that I would normally say a base needs are right here. Let's start this way and we'll move our way around. Then we'll head up. And yes, I'll be showing you guys these custom weapons that come with this one as well, which you get access to immediately. These are not things you have to craft, which I like. So this is like a little gaming area. And yes, this golf course actually works. Dodo has actually done this a couple times in some of their base maps, actually making actual like putt-putt golf that you can play with your friends, which is pretty cool. I actually like that. Like it does actually work. You can actually really aim and, you know, hit the ball in. I think that's cool. I like that. Usable games. The rest of this room is kind of a... it's decorative. You can swim in the pool if you want. There's kind of some little mini games that you can kind of do playing with your friends. And other than that, I mean, it's a cool little nice area, but the best part to me is the miniature golf course that is actually, you know, actually works. Next room. Okay. Now this has a lot of automation, but you can do mining yourself if you would like. Right down there, it gets you down into the mine shaft. But if you want to do some automatic spawning, and it's all in there now, or I gathered it all, and you can just put it in there. And then if you want to reset, you can. So if you just want the quick ores so you can instantly use them, this is a good way to do it. But if you're still, say, mining because you're looking for specific things, or you want to gather up stone or the different other rocks that you can get down there to build with, that's one way to do it from this. As well as an elevator. There's, like I said, ease of access is actually decent here. They have everything you need, as well as these tools that help you get you around. The weapons themselves help you get around pretty good. I'll show you here as soon as we get done with this floor. To go to the next floor, instead of using the elevator or the steps, I'll use this weapon here to just fly up there. Okay, so this is the arena where you can use these different weapons, which is pretty cool. They all do a base attack. They also have normally secondary abilities. When you get them, it tells you all of them. This one is the Spidey Sword, I believe. Yeah, the Spidey Sword, which you can shoot, webbing at, and then it has a good attack. This one shoots a bomb, as well as it has the ability to grow and harvest crops. I'll show you that later when we get to the farm area. This Rocky Swords can make spikes. And of course, this can, shoot tornadoes at enemies. I normally would have started up the arena, but we have so much to look at that I just wanted to show you that it was here. It's set up pretty cool. You have different waves you can set up. Time periods, amounts, everything's pretty much good to go here. So if you want to have some fun with your friends with these cool weapons, you can. Moving on. Of course, target practice. And there are bows and stuff already here scattered throughout this area. It's actually pretty cool what they have set up. It's fun. I've actually played around in there, running and doing like time trials to myself, trying to get all the targets hit and then resetting them. It's actually pretty fun. So definitely cool. Nice little archery range for you to play around with, or simply test out enchanted bows and or crossbows that we find. Okay, so this is pretty much it with this area. If we go over here, that's how we got in. And go straight this way, we have the elevator and steps. But one of the special abilities of this one right here, the the ice wand, is that if you hold it and you jump and look up, you can fly with it. So even in survival, you can get around really good in this one, so that it's not, that cumbersome. Even though it's a big base, it gives you the tools to get around pretty good. So now it's funny they gave you this, which helps you grow and harvest things, when everything, almost all the farms except for the one that's up at the very, very top, have is an automated farm. All these are automatic farms of just about everything, all the different trees that you can possibly get, watermelons, all the different fruits. Just about everything is in all the different farms that are in here. And the cool thing is, instead of going to these to harvest, which you could, everything is basically has these control rooms. So we can harvest the cactus, as you can see all the way in that corner, and then we can replant the cactus, which will allow them to grow back. Same thing with the bamboo, even though this will grow back on its own. Same thing with even the trees. We harvest it, now replant it, and they'll grow back. Yeah, that's pretty cool. If you are a builder, this is the perfect one to get. If you don't want to do creative, but you still want good access to just about everything you need, this type of setup is perfect. You can still go out, build. This is perfect for friends who also like you to build. This right here I like. Going on to the other side. Again, this is still farming, but here we can fish. And we have all the different animals that we can farm right here. And again, another control room area that allows us to harvest and or summon more. So if you did accidentally go through and kill all your chickens or take out all your sheep, you can spawn more in. And then an actual playable soccer game. Yeah, you can set up teams and, hit the thing into the goal. Oops. Blue team scored, and it actually keeps track. It's pretty cool. Well, decently tracked. I mean, there's no exactly 100% no scoreboard or anything, but it is pretty cool that happens. That you can, have somebody keeping score. It's pretty fun. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Then you can replace the ball. I like that. I like it when you have things that are actually functioning. You can actually do something with them. It's not just decoration. Going up to the next level. Okay, we are in like the main bedroom area. Here, there's a little bit of storage in here. A bathroom with a toilet that you can flush. Again, most of this is decorative. You've got a hot tub, but this is a bedroom here over on the other side that you can use to sleep. As well as a pretty cool weapon rack, which allows you to store your different armor sets, as well as giving you access to good gear right off the back. Oops. Okay, so this guy here, in the beginning of when you first actually open this, will give you these different weapons. But if for whatever reason, say you're doing a run and you die, and you lose them and you can't get back to them, you can come back to him and buy them for emeralds. So you always have access to these special weapons, even if something happens to them. I like it because it just makes it easier. You can get right into the game. You don't gotta worry about gathering up materials. You can instantly start using the cool things. All right, here is where you keep all the different aircrafts. And yes, all the vehicles, from the boats to the cars to the planes, are usable, and they use the basic mechanics. You look up, look down for those. The airplanes, same thing, look up, look down, but you have to kind of be moving forward for them to actually, maintain their momentum a little bit, which I kind of like. Helicopters are easy, just simple ways of flying. And then you have this way of getting them in and out. All the doors open and close, even these ones, which is pretty cool. Okay, moving on. He said, yeah, there's elevators and steps, but I barely use them. I think the only thing I'd say is you would need to build more bedrooms if you have friends you want to bring in here. So here we have an ender portal if we want to use it. I mean, a nether portal. Why did I say ender portal? Nether portal. Over here, we have all the different villagers that we can trade with already set up and ready to go. They're pretty much all in here, a bunch of them. Okay. Oh, excuse me. And as you can see, tons and tons of storage. We have a select hack set up to drop lava and or water, which is going to help us with potions and or crafting, as well as running the different furnaces. I said these operations are set up perfectly. Everything you need is here. Everything. So and like I said, the ease of access strictly comes down to having these tools, and going in and out will be pretty easy. Okay, vault room for more storage. I mean, it's not like it can keep it looks cool, but I mean, anybody can open these. I'm not sure you can really lock them. So, but it is cool how they have it set up. Up we go. Okay, so this last area up here, basically this area is mostly decorative. This is the area when you first get these weapons. Like that character we saw will go back and forth to these top areas and give them to you. I mean, there's stuff that you can use in each of them, but it's mostly decorative. They're, decorative, then you can play around with the different tools that you get when you get them. I mean, there are some things usable, but you really don't need to really do anything in any of these rooms. They look cool. It's where you get these unique weapons, but there's really nothing really I have to get out of here. It's mostly just decorative for picking up these individual weapons. That's about it. And there's one farm area over here. Of course, this is where you get the scythe. This one's the most usable one because you got some animals here. You got some areas here you can play around with. See how this is how it actually grows and picks things up for you. Harvests and everything. All you gotta do is just stand near it and it does it. That's actually pretty cool. Say if you built another base out in the world, it'd be easier to manage things with the tools they gave you. Alright, and then lastly, this is where you can use the cameras. It tells you the different ones, where they're at, like ground floor, fourth floor, or outside. And we have camera 1, which shows us what's going on. The only thing, like I said, the only thing I wish these had is the ability to actually record. It would help if you did a server and you wanted to keep an eye on things, have it record. Like, that would be cool. Like, and then you could have it set up to where you can record only when somebody is near. And, that way it would help you crack down on griefing, I feel. If you had the ability to add this to a normal world, had the ability to record, and you could keep an eye on people. And, when you have a public server or a big server and you want to make sure people are following the rules, this is one way of doing it. No, that would be one way of doing it if we had the ability to add working cameras that actually record. But, I mean, this is a step towards it. I mean, we're getting there, So, yep, that is about it for inside. But let's head outside so that I can show you guys. The surrounding area. We'll take a car out so it's quicker. Like I said, with the tools that they give you, you can get in and out of here quickly. So the ease of access is there. Now, if it didn't give you a lot of these tools, the cars, the ability to fly and whatnot, I feel like it would take too long to get in and out of here, and it would lose a little bit of its accessibility. It's raining, so this is gonna obstruct our view a bit, but this is a decent area out here. There are several decent-sized villages nearby. Lots and lots of cliffs. This is definitely a cliff-heavy biome. So if you are a builder, don't worry, there are good enough flat spots to build things too. But if you are a builder, you better like building on with cliffs and mountains because there are tons here. But yeah, that is it. Normally I show more, but for some strange reason, I feel like did I switch it back to survival? I thought I had it in creative to get around. Ah, part of it was switched back to survival. There we go. It's just a little easier to get around with creative than it is with the wand. The wand's good. I think it's a good way of getting around when you are in survival. But regular survival flight's just faster, and I want to show you guys some things. Okay, now this one right here is empty. It's got everything we normally would want, but there's just no villagers really here. But there's one of them that I really want to show you on the other side. So you got right next in front of that, you have an ocean biome right there. There's jungle close, but it's cool to have it close, but it doesn't really have a benefit because for the simple fact that you have bamboo and watermelons in the base already. It's cool that it's there. You can, build there, but there's really no, normally I get really happy when I see a jungle biome for the simple fact that that allows us to get access to bamboo and watermelons right away, because jungle biomes are getting kind of, for most seeds, hard to find. All right, lots of really good cave biomes right here, right off the back. So if you want to get into, I like cave building. That's something I'm about to get into really thick. I'm going to start doing some survival runs where the whole goal is to find cool caves like this. And I'm going to start building stuff in them. So I really was happy when they added the different caves and the Caves and Cliffs update. But another thing I wanted to show you guys is this village. It's just pretty cool. If I was doing a survival run on this, I would come and definitely do some cool things with this village. Definitely upgrade it, add on to it, make it bigger, and then maybe create some walls around it. I like to build villages and or medieval towns and kingdoms. This is something I would probably start right here, because this would be cool to make bigger, then maybe do a wall around it, and then maybe one of these, like maybe right there, build a castle. You know what I mean? And then connect that to that castle. Like, that's something I would love to do. I might even do that. All right, guys, that's going to be it. What do you guys think? This was a long base one, but there was a lot to see and or check out. I think the weapons work really well. I think this would be really fun to maybe get some friends on. Good, very good base. Definitely recommend it. I think it was like $3-4. So that's not bad. Decent seed, very good base. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, share, subscribe. If you made it to the end, you are awesome. And I will catch you next video. Average Arcader out.